On a cold, wintry Friday night in January, Shaun was working his usual shift. However, he eventually realized he had a major problem. There was what must have been 10,000 mosquitoes swarming the door outside. Shaun assessed the situation and decided to tell his friends, hoping for some backup. Shortly after messaging his friends, Shaun received a text from the mosquitoes. They told him to come outside. Shaun refused to give in to the mosquitoes' commands. This infuriated the mosquitoes. They began multiplying at an alarming rate. What started as 10,000 mosquitoes rapidly developed into hundreds of thousands. Then to millions, then hundreds of millions, maybe even reaching billions. The situation was getting dire and was beginning to feel hopeless. Luckily, Evan managed to contact one of his army's top generals, Wasp Warrior. Wasp Warrior leads his own group of soldiers, the Insect Infantry. They are armed with fly swatters, poison spray, flamethrowers, and bombs. Wasp Warrior is even more powerful, however. He has laser eyes, fire breath, a hyper beam, and a voice with a frequency that vibrates insects to death. He even has his own boss theme. Little did the mosquitoes know they were in for a rude awakening. Anyway, at about 1 a.m., as Shaun was closing up, he realized they had multiplied to an unimaginable amount. They were surrounding the building entirely. Shaun began to panic, looking for any means of escape or counterattack. The mosquitoes were starting to grow impatient. They started landing on the windows and began vibrating. This caused an insane amount of heat to build up on the windows, hotter than the surface of the sun. The windows began to melt. Shaun was practically begging for his life now. However, a familiar sound could be heard approaching the building.
You wanted him, bitch? Is that who you really wanted? You sure about that?
Back off, or we'll suck you all dry too!
The Wasp Warrior refused to back down, however. The Mosquito Commander and Wasp Warrior stare each other down for a few moments. Then, without warning,
Charge!
the Wasp Warrior begins singing his boss theme, killing massive amounts instantly. The Wasp Warrior makes his way to Shaun, killing any mosquitoes who dare cross his path. Once he gets to Shaun, he hands him a flamethrower, a can of poison, and a gas mask. Shaun battled alongside the Wasp Warrior and the Insect Infantry. After about 20 minutes of fighting, the mosquito army begins to retreat, except for the leader, who is actually a man in a mosquito costume. Shaun and Wasp Warrior now march over to Mosquito Man. Wasp Warrior holds him in the air by the neck, ready to snap it like a toothpick.
There he is, bitch!
The Wasp Warrior now removes Mosquito Man's mask. It's Jonathan.
There he is. Yeah.
Did you really think that would work?
Bitch!
Wasp Warrior attempts to break free, but isn't strong enough.
Your cock looks tasty! Can't wait to dine on it!
Jonathan walks closer to Wasp Warrior and bends down to suck his cock. However, Jonathan soon receives a phone call from his dad and his friends.
Hey son, come home. My ass needs a good fucking.
Fuck us in the ass, Johnny.
Save some cum for all of us.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Gah, we've been duped.
Oh, fuck no. A woman.
Get over here fast, Johnny, before your mother stops us.
Jonathan frustratingly lets go of Wasp Warrior and Shaun. He then flees the battle scene.
You fuckers lucked out today!
Wasp Warrior now calls off his army and they march back to Evan's hideout. Shaun returns home with only a few bites from the mosquitoes. He can only hope none of them were carrying malaria.